Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we dive into the fascinating world of Macao, where the casino boom has brought wealth but also raised concerns about sustainable development and job diversity. Residents are divided, appreciating the cash benefits while lamenting the commercialization of their city. Meanwhile, we have an exciting update from the film industry as French-Lebanese director Audrey Diwan shares her experiences filming Emmanuelle in Hong Kong, praising the city's vibrant post-COVID energy and socially conscious artists. Lastly, the Hong Kong government is shaking things up with a new support program for the unemployed, aiming to tackle low employment rates through an evolved workfare approach, but critics are worried about the potential impact on the job market. Please stay tuned for more details. The Toronto Star reports on the transformation of Macao over the past 25 years since its return to Chinese sovereignty. Once a tranquil Portuguese colony, the city has evolved into a bustling gambling hub, attracting millions of tourists and boasting a GDP per capita that rivals that of Denmark. However, this rapid economic growth has not translated into sustainable development, with many residents, like coffee shop owner Daniel Chow, lamenting the loss of community and the pressures of a casino-driven economy. Chow's mother worked long hours at a casino, leaving little time for family, and he reflects on how the city's reliance on tourism has stifled innovation and resilience among local businesses. As Macao prepares for a future increasingly intertwined with mainland China, residents wrestle with the costs of their newfound wealth. In the South China Morning Post, director Audrey Diwan shares her experiences filming her latest project, Emmanuelle, in Hong Kong. Diwan, who had never visited the city before, fell in love with its vibrant energy and artistic community. Her work with Chanel has deepened her connection to the world of cinema, as she appreciates the brand's commitment to supporting filmmakers. Reflecting on her time in Hong Kong, she expresses gratitude for the opportunity to create in such a culturally rich environment, highlighting how the city has come back to life post-COVID. Diwan's upcoming projects, including a film set in France and another in English, showcase her versatility as a director and her dedication to exploring diverse narratives. The South China Morning Post also discusses the Hong Kong government's plan to replace its ineffective employment support services with a new support program for the unemployed, which will require recipients to engage in unpaid work. Critics argue that this approach mirrors past failures and overlooks the underlying issues affecting job seekers, particularly among older individuals and single parents. In contrast, successful workfare initiatives in countries like Singapore focus on providing financial support to the unemployed while helping them transition back into the workforce. The article suggests that Hong Kong could benefit from adopting a more compassionate and effective strategy that creates paid job placements, ultimately enhancing the well-being of its residents while addressing the challenges of a shrinking labor market. South China Morning Post highlights the intense journey behind the making of Four Trails, a documentary chronicling the Hong Kong Four Trails Ultra Challenge. Filmed over 3 days during the Lunar New Year in 2021, the film condenses over 200 hours of footage into a gripping 101-minute narrative. Director Robin Lee and his crew faced immense challenges, including sleep deprivation and the need for quick decision-making as they followed 18 competitors attempting to run 298 kilometers across Hong Kong's major trails. The film not only showcases the physical demands of ultra-running but also delves into the emotional and psychological struggles of the participants, capturing moments of pain, hallucination, and the desire to quit, while also highlighting the stunning landscapes of Hong Kong. In a separate article, South China Morning Post reports on Chinese President Xi Jinping's visit to Macao, where he toured research laboratories at the Macao University of Science and Technology. Xi's visit focused on traditional Chinese medicine and space technology, reflecting his commitment to Macao's development. During his tour, he engaged with researchers and students, emphasizing the importance of innovation in the region. His wife, Peng Liyuan, also participated in cultural activities, showcasing the couple's engagement with local communities. Xi's remarks about Macao as the cherished pearl of the motherland illustrate his vision for the city's potential, as he prepares to participate in community events and officially swear in the new chief executive. Another article from South China Morning Post discusses the philanthropic efforts of John Swire and Sons, Hong Kong, which donated 200,000 Hong Kong dollars to the Operation Santa Claus charity drive. This contribution is part of a long-standing commitment to community support, with the company emphasizing the importance of giving back to the city that has nurtured its growth. The Swire Trust's initiatives aim to bridge the gap between NGOs and the commercial sector, enhancing the impact of charitable projects. Their ongoing programs focus on empowering disadvantaged youth and promoting marine conservation, demonstrating a holistic approach to community engagement and support. With a rich history of philanthropy, Swire continues to foster local talent and contribute to meaningful causes in Hong Kong, reinforcing the spirit of giving during the festive season. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's stock market took a hit following the U.S. Federal Reserve's unexpected hawkish stance regarding interest rate cuts for the upcoming year. The Hang Seng Index fell by 0.9% to 19,692.31, reversing the gains made the previous day. The Hang Seng Tech Index also saw a decline of 1%. Notable drops included travel platform Trip.com, which plummeted 3%, and car manufacturer BYD, down 2.3%. In response to the Fed's anticipated actions, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority reduced its base rate to 4.75%, the lowest since December 2022. Despite this, investor sentiment was muted due to the Fed's forecast of only 2 more reductions next year. In broader Asia-Pacific markets, declines were also observed, with Japan's Nikkei 225 falling by 1% and South Korea's Kospi decreasing by 1.6%. In a contrasting development, South China Morning Post highlights the remarkable debut of Herb's Generation Group, co-founded by Hong Kong actor Roger Kwok, whose initial public offering, IPO, was oversubscribed more than 6,000 times, marking the second highest record in the city. The company, which specializes in health supplements and skincare products, priced its shares at 3 Hong Kong dollars and 75 cents, leading to a significant 25% increase on its first trading day, closing at 4 Hong Kong dollars and 69 cents. The overwhelming interest from retail investors can be attributed to Kwok's celebrity status, with the immune system and post-COVID care segment being a key revenue driver. This excitement for Herb's Generation follows the successful IPO of cosmetics giant Maogaping, which saw its shares surge over 70% recently, indicating a resurgence in the Hong Kong IPO market. Lastly, South China Morning Post delves into the darker side of Hong Kong's history by recounting 5 infamous crimes that have shocked the city. One of the most notorious incidents was the 1971 diamond heist, where safecrackers made off with 3.4 million Hong Kong dollars worth of gems from the Israeli consulate, a case that remains unsolved to this day. Another chilling tale involves city workers who, over an 8-year period, looted valuables from coffins destined for cremation. The 1975 bootleg wine scandal, which resulted in 17 deaths due to methyl alcohol poisoning, led to a crackdown on wine shops. Additionally, the kidnapping of film mogul Run Run Shaw's son in 1964 and a daring jailbreak in 1970 further illustrate the city's tumultuous past, making for a compelling narrative of crime and intrigue. South China Morning Post reports that Geely Automobile Holdings, China's second-largest carmaker, is adopting an asset-light strategy to expand its presence in the overseas smart electric vehicle (EV) market. Unlike its competitors, which have established manufacturing plants in countries like Hungary and Thailand, Geely CEO Gue Xingyue emphasized the importance of partnering with local players to navigate different markets systematically. Despite facing an 18.8% tariff on EVs exported to the EU, Geely is confident that its technological advantages will help it thrive. The company has already seen a significant increase in its overseas sales, and it anticipates that by 2025, these sales will surpass its domestic operations, driven by growing international interest in its intelligent EVs. In another report, South China Morning Post covers the emotional return of Hong Kong dancer Emmanuelle to social media following a tragic accident that left him paralyzed. In his heartfelt Instagram post, Emmanuelle expressed gratitude towards his father for his unwavering support during his recovery journey after being struck by a falling screen at a concert. His father revealed that Emmanuelle is undergoing intensive therapy, akin to that of a professional athlete, while facing the challenges of being paralyzed in all four limbs. The incident has resulted in legal action against the companies responsible for the concert's safety, highlighting the significant repercussions of the accident on Mo's life and career. Lastly, an archival article from South China Morning Post reflects on the historic signing of the Sino-British Joint Declaration on December 20, 1984, which marked the agreement for Hong Kong's return to China after 155 years of British rule. British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher and Chinese leaders, including Deng Xiaoping, hailed the signing as a significant step towards resolving historical issues through peaceful negotiation. The agreement laid the groundwork for the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, emphasizing the one country, two systems principle. The event was marked by a festive atmosphere in Beijing, and discussions included plans for future cooperation between the two nations in various sectors, underscoring a new chapter in Anglo-Chinese relations. South China Morning Post highlights the story of Hong Kong tattoo artist Mr. Koo, who has transformed his tumultuous past into a successful career while advocating for mental health awareness. Born in Toronto to immigrant parents from Hong Kong, Koo faced a challenging upbringing marked by family instability and learning disabilities. After a rebellious youth that included arrests and substance abuse, he discovered his passion for tattooing at age 18, which became both a creative outlet and a means of healing. Following a pivotal move back to Canada, Koo embraced sobriety and opened his first tattoo shop, Ink and Water, which catered primarily to women seeking intricate designs. Despite achieving success, the pressures of the industry took a toll on his health, leading to a near-fatal medical crisis during the pandemic. In the context of Macao's economic landscape, South China Morning Post reports on the sentiments of local youth regarding job opportunities. As the city seeks to diversify its economy beyond tourism and gaming, students like Liu Zhou express concerns about the limited prospects in their fields, particularly engineering. Although the government has introduced strategies to nurture other sectors, young residents feel trapped by a lack of career pathways and professional growth, often resorting to casual work that offers better pay but lacks stability. The unemployment rate for young people has risen sharply, prompting calls for a more structured framework to support skill development and career planning, ensuring that local talent can thrive in emerging industries. In another revealing piece, South China Morning Post uncovers a troubling incident involving a young skateboarding athlete and her family's financial struggles with an unofficial sports federation. The family claims to have paid over 100,000 Hong Kong dollars to a group promising Olympic entry for their daughter, only to realize that the organization lacked official standing and could not facilitate such opportunities. Despite the father's efforts to resolve the situation amicably, the federation's president denied any wrongdoing. Lawmaker Kenneth Falk emphasizes the importance of educating young athletes and their families about the risks of engaging with unrecognized associations, underscoring the need for transparency and guidance within Hong Kong's sports sector to prevent similar exploitations in the future. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
We flow, we like a river, stocks to rise and sometimes shiver. Economy goes up and down. In this game, we wear the crown.